but inside, he thought at least he should let everyone escape. So he pretended to obey, took Luca's gun, and headed to open the super secure. When Matheus appeared, Curly spoke ill, so he raised the gun for a warm greeting. Everyone backed away. Matheus summoned his most trusted sidekick Paul. It looked like this show needed a little. After opening the door, Matheus pretended to aim the gun, like in an action blockbuster. The boys walked into the junkyard, and Matheus believed he had fulfilled the mission, casually handing the gun over to Luca. Unbeknownst to him, this unexpected moment turned out to be Luca's opportunity to assess Matheus' unreliability. Now Matheus had officially passed in Luca's eyes. In just over a month, he transformed from a slave to guard, responsible for giving newbies some short-term training. The box is here. I raised the gun, got it. Meanwhile, Luca was happily puffing away in the room. While also checking out the outside world, Luca called Matheus into the room, pulled out their phone from the drawer, and said Matheus could make a video. After such a long silence, Mom must be very worried. Hearing this, Matheus dialed home immediately. Matheus, where are you? I've been thinking about you. Why didn't you come? A mini episode of learning. Mom said not to work too hard for money, take care of health. He sent enough home. Matheus hung up hurriedly. Confused, Matheus looked at Luca, who calmly admitted to sending Mom $4,000. Don't worry, stick with me, and y'all make even. That evening, Luca took Matheus to a bar to show him the big city lights. Curls surrounded them as soon as they sat down, and drinks kept coming. Matheus got a bit tipsy, and whisked the girl into the room, for the first time really experiencing what they mean by living life to the fullest. The next day, they drove back to the junkyard. Matheus helped exhausted Luca to bed, tossing the gun on the nightstand. Matheus tentatively picked up the gun, pointing at Luca, thinking, I could kill you if I wanted, but his heart was turmoil. Because he realized that life with Luca was actually pretty decent. Feeling ashamed for having such thoughts, Matheus rushed out to buy some. He shared it with the boys, urging quick eating. Noticing Matheus' changes, the boys angrily asked, why not escape? Matheus was speechless and said, eat quick, it'll close the shop. Let's go. Matheus' significance in Luca's heart grew bigger by the day. One day, Luca took him to meet the real boss of the junkyard, which was quite a heavy. The bag held a gift for the senator's daughter. After security check, they entered. Seeing Luca, the senator expressed his satisfaction. As Luca's trusted aide, he focused on the campaign. Luca was the golden ticket at the junkyard, so keep an eye on workers. Ross was set to take over the junkyard, and Luca gleefully headed off to enjoy the party. Hearing this, he quickly took Matheus at the party. Luca knew many people, leaving Matheus sitting quietly in the corner. Suddenly, a little girl hid behind Matheus and asked, what are you doing here? No one's here, Al. The senator let his daughter play with others. They chatted casually for a bit. Matheus asked how the senator met Luca. The senator replied, after taking over my father's business, Luca delivered food, and I sensed he was unusual. Turns out, his guess was indeed accurate. This discovery has finally made Matheus understand the true story. The junkyard was Luca's call. The senator was the real boss. Matheus asked if their deal was still on. Luca dodged the question, saying, where are you headed to now? They'll take you there. That's what he said, but it was clear Luca wanted Matheus to stick close. After all, he saw his younger self in him. He took Matheus to his mom's small bakery, trying to show him that following him could lead to such a sweet. Matheus saw the cozy setup and joyful family, Luca saying, stick with me for a family like this. Back at the junkyard, while Matheus was counting the goods, someone suddenly made a break for it. It was Matheus' most trusted Paul. Matheus chased after him like a duckling. Paul ran into a dead end and was caught, as Matheus, panting, choked him. Captured Paul was glaring at Matheus with hatred, while Luca was fuming about Paul's action. Luca asked Matheus to call the enforcers to teach Paul's family, but Matheus deemed it unnecessary. Is it them or us? And so, Matheus dialed the enforcer's number. While cooking, his phone buzzed, only to reveal a picture of Paul's mom getting beaten up. Matheus took the phone into the dormitory and presented it to Paul to view the image, remarking coldly, I never anticipated this would be the case. A week had flown by in an instant. Ross came to take over the junkyard, and while Luca chatted with Ross, Matheus walked up to Paul, whose demeanor was eerily calm. Paul casually requested a cigarette from Matheus, remarking, are you all right? Have you gone mad? Matheus merely gave Paul a quick sideways glance without responding. He then turned and left, getting into Luca's car under everyone's watchful eyes as the door slowly closed. Ross urged the boys to work faster, as Matheus in the car glanced at Paul, silent. The story ended openly. So that's the end. Looking back, Matheus seemed to have many choices, but in reality, they were limited. With no escape in the impoverished village, he came to the city, invited to labor, seemingly dealing with Luca. But in reality, after 6 months, escape is impossible. The senator won't let them go till the end. It was good fortune that Matheus brought Paul back. Paul's mom only received a beating. Otherwise, the entire family might have faced dire consequences. Matheus realized he couldn't save anyone, and it was a lost cause. To reach the shore, his family could have a better life. But at this moment, Matheus' eyes were void of light, reminiscing about school youth. They always thought they could break free from school's constraints, finally gaining social success and admiration.